You think your attention is broken. You think something inside your mind stopped working the way it used to. You try to focus harder. You blame yourself for being lazy. You blame technology for ruining your brain. You blame time for moving too fast. But distraction isn't the real problem. It never was. Distraction is only what shows on the surface. What you're really experiencing is disconnection. Disconnection from yourself. Disconnection from your inner voice. Disconnection from the quiet sense of being present inside your own life. When your inner world goes silent, anything loud can take over. That's how noise gains power. That's how notifications feel irresistible. That's how endless content begins to feel necessary. Not because it's meaningful, but because it's available. Notifications don't steal your attention. They replace your connection. They step into the space where your awareness used to live. Slowly, without you noticing, stillness starts to feel uncomfortable. Silence starts to feel awkward. Being alone with yourself starts to feel unfamiliar, almost threatening. Notice what happens when there's nothing to do. No task waiting. No message arriving. No sound playing in the background. Your hand reaches for your phone without permission, without intention, without thought. Not because you want something specific, but because you're avoiding something vague. The feeling of being alone with yourself. The feeling of having no distraction to hide behind. Silence used to be where people met themselves. Silence used to be a doorway inward. Now it feels like something is missing. But what's missing isn't entertainment. What's missing is familiarity with your own presence. You've forgotten how it feels to simply exist without input. So you scroll, not because it brings joy, not because it fulfills you, but because it fills space. It fills the empty moments you don't know how to sit with anymore. It's noise without meaning. It's movement without direction. That's why even after hours online, something still feels empty. You're overstimulated, yet unsatisfied. Your mind is full, but your inner life feels hollow. The exhaustion you feel isn't physical. It isn't solved by sleep. It isn't cured by rest. It's the tiredness that comes from never returning inward. It's the fatigue of always being pulled outward, pulled by screens, pulled by opinions, pulled by updates, pulled by endless input. You're constantly consuming, but rarely inhabiting your own life. The hardest truth isn't that technology is addictive. The hardest truth is that we forgot how to be with ourselves without it. We forgot how to sit with our thoughts. We forgot how to feel emotions without immediately numbing them. We forgot how to notice what's happening inside us without escaping, without checking something, without reaching outward. Focus doesn't disappear because your brain is broken. Focus disappears when there's nothing inside calling you back. When your inner world feels empty, the outer world becomes addictive. That's why discipline rarely works for long. That's why productivity hacks eventually fail. Because focus doesn't return through force. It returns through reconnection. When your inner world feels alive again, distraction loses its grip. Not because distractions disappear, but because they no longer feel necessary. You don't need another app. You don't need a better system. You don't need to optimize your brain. You don't need more motivation. What you need is fewer voices competing for your attention. You need moments with no audience. Moments where nothing is being posted. Moments where nothing is being measured. Moments where nothing is being consumed. No scrolling. No proving. No performing. Just you. Breathing. Noticing. Being present with yourself again. At first, this will feel uncomfortable. That discomfort is not failure. It's withdrawal from constant stimulation. It's your nervous system remembering a slower rhythm. It's your inner voice slowly becoming audible again. You don't need to silence the world completely. You just need to stop running from yourself. You don't need to disappear from society. You just need to return to your own life. The clarity you're looking for isn't outside you. It never was. It's waiting in the quiet moments you keep avoiding. It's waiting in the pauses you scroll past. It's waiting in the stillness you've been taught to fear. You were never broken. You were never lazy. You were never incapable. You were never behind. You were simply pulled away from yourself for too long. And now your mind is asking you to come back. This isn't about rejecting technology. It's about remembering yourself. This isn't about productivity. It's about presence. This isn't about fixing your attention. It's about reconnecting with your inner life. Because when you're connected to yourself, attention comes naturally. Focus becomes effortless. And silence stops feeling empty. It starts feeling like home. You were never distracted. You were disconnected. And reconnection is always possible. This is Unplugged Consciousness.